The first Deadpool already achieved perfection, so what could they do with the second one? Make it an absolute work of art. Let's get into it. Hello there, Clapperheads, and welcome to a brand new edition of ClapperCorn Reviews. I'm Nick Dorian. On today's episode, we're going to be talking about the second installment in the Deadpool franchise, Deadpool 2. After that massively fun outing in 2016, fans were clamoring to see what they would do for a sequel, and in 2018 we got our answer and we weren't disappointed one bit. While they brought back everything that worked in the first film, Deadpool 2 managed to create a more deeper, richer story that we weren't expecting. While again there was copious amounts of fun, violence, and vulgarity, there was actually a very strong storyline that touched on some very deep themes. Straight off the bat, Deadpool was already dealing with a lot of grief which carried on throughout the film. Amidst all the fighting and quips, Wade Wilson was dealing with a lot of depression in this film after suffering the loss of Vanessa. While we definitely got a rounded character in Deadpool 1, they managed to expand on that in the sequel. We got to see a different side of Deadpool which is a lot more relatable. Fan favorite Cable made his debut in Deadpool 2 and was definitely fueled by revenge after losing his whole family. So not only did you have the hero dealing with grief, you also had their villain dealing with grief. This was a very grief-stricken film. But that wasn't to say that it wasn't a bunch of fun, because it certainly was. If the first Deadpool wasn't crazy enough, they pushed it up to 1 million with this one. With the origin story out of the way, they were truly ready to make a massive story and have a whole bunch of fun with it. They could be as loud as possible, as crazy as possible, as insane as possible, and it would work so well because that's the kind of character Deadpool is. The more out there they are, the better. With even more references that will excite you, there was an amazing amount of cameos from the likes of Terry Crews, Bill Skarsgård, and even Brad Pitt. And also an amazing unrecognizable cameo from Matt Damon and Alan Tudyk. However, even though all of that was great, we got an even bigger cast of characters this time around. While he still had his trusty duo of Colossus and Negasonic Warhead by his side, he was also joined by the introduction of Domino and our favorite Yukio.
Bye.
Bye, Yukio.
While this band of unlikely heroes sets out again to save the world, they managed to surpass any expectations we had for the sequel. At the end of the day, Deadpool 2 was a clear reminder of how much we love Deadpool and how he was here to stay. While it was quite unthinkable that anything would beat Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2 certainly did and went even further. If the first film wasn't a must-watch, this film definitely was. And if you were to ask me which one would I throw aside in favor of the other, I can't give you an answer. I would watch both of them on repeat over and over and over again. That's how great these two films are. So do yourself a favor, Deadpool 2 is now streaming on Disney+. Again, if you're planning to watch Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow, I highly suggest you watch these two films first. And as always, you can check us out on all social media. It's all on the screen at the moment. Instagram, TikTok, and of course, YouTube. Go and subscribe and follow these channels for more updates. Thank you so much again for watching. I am Nick Dorian, and until next time, keep watching the movies.